Now think about this, that Imam Ali alayhi salam is saying that he has the ring of Prophet Sulaiman. He has these capabilities which can destroy everything. And we have seen narrations. There are narrations in Bihar and Anwar and other places where the Imams alayhi salam, when they were arrested and the ruler tried to punish them, their ruler got so scared because at one point they saw like a big giant snake coming with the Imam. And the ruler got scared of what was happening. In another narration, it is mentioned that the fourth Imam gave one string to the fifth Imam. And he took that to the minaret in the masjid, in the mosque of the Prophet. And he just moved that. And the entire area was surrounded with an earthquake. And people started saying that the end of day is here. So the Imam will come with all of these powers. And another important thing, I want to highlight an example that we all know. But it is important to just put things in perspective. That when that particular jinn asked Prophet Sulaiman that he can bring that throne of Bilqis in a few hours, or by the time he stands up from his throne, he will bring that throne from Yemen, Mulk Saba, to Palestine, to Jerusalem, where Prophet Dawud alayhi salam was. How much time, how much distance? 1800 miles. That jinn committed and said that I can bring that. Allah says in Quran, one person who had some knowledge of the book, he brought that throne before the blinking of the eye of Prophet Sulaiman, Asif ibn Barkhia. And he had some knowledge of the book. Not complete knowledge, partial knowledge. 1/4 of a second was the time in which that throne came from Yemen to Jerusalem. And that's the importance that we need to understand. We're not talking about any person, we're talking about the Hujjah of Allah. The reappearance of the Hujjah of Allah. The reappearance of that king who is destined by the authority of Allah to take revenge of all the Masumeen, of all the children, of all the innocent people. And this fire of revenge is so hard when you think about the heart that has seen the Masaib of Karbala, the heart that has seen the Masaib of Medina when the house was burning of Sayyidah Fatima Zahra. This fire of revenge is so strong. And that is the important message, that we need to have that fire. We cannot just ignore that, oh yes, when the time comes, we will be called. No, we need to have fire in our hearts. We need to have that passion in our hearts, that we are waiting for that day to take that revenge. It cannot be just like living as is. Every single day, when we think about our prayers, are we making a dua for that revenge? Are we making a dua for those people who are being oppressed? If we are not, then we have to think about that. The Imam continues, I have raised the seven skies with the powers and commandments entrusted to me by Lord. I am very kind and extend pardon, but my wrath is certainly the wrath of Allah. I am the one who was praised by Ibrahim Khalil after being saved. I am the wonder of Moses, which will punish all sinners. I am the one who, when looked at the skies, did not find anyone who could challenge me. I am the one who counts his creatures, even though they are numerous, and make sure they return back to their Lord. I am the trustee who protects divine commands. I do not treat anyone with unkindness, as I am the divine sustainer. Waliullah is his commands have been entrusted upon me, and I have been made ruler over masses by my Lord. I am the one who called the moon and the sun, and they moved forward in my obedience. I am the one who called upon seven skies, and they bowed down on my instructions and stabilized in perfect posture. I am the one who nominated all prophets, created all worlds, and laid down the earth. I am aware of all the affairs which have been made compulsory. I am the Amr of Allah and the Ruhullah. And Allah says in the Quran, they ask about the spirit, the Ruh. You tell them the spirit is from Allah's amr. I am the one about whom Allah has said to His Prophet, two of you will send each and every malicious non-believer to the hellfire. I am the one who brought into existence everything with the blessings of my Lord after they were composed. I am the one who anchored the mountains and spread the layers of earth. I am the one who makes springs water flow, bring crops to yield grains, enable trees to grow and bless them with fruits. I am the one who predicts the sustenance required by the living species and bring down the rain, make cloud to produce thunder and flash lightning. I am the one who gave golden rays to the sun and enabled it to rise in the mountains and created stars in the sky. So these are the attributes of Imam Ali alayhi salam. Now we need to understand one aspect over here. Someone might say, this is too much, this is ghulu. But as I mentioned earlier, the Prophet himself has said that no one understood Imam Ali except for me and Allah. And Imam Ali alayhi salam is in no place saying that I am the creator of everything. He's saying it is all because of Allah. This power is coming from Allah. And Allah clearly says in the Quran that Allah orders the angels to raise the clouds, to have the winds. And Allah says multiple times that Allah takes the ruh himself, but on the other hand, Allah has ordained Malakul Maut to take the ruh. So while Allah can do everything, Allah has assigned responsibilities to the angels. And who is the one who actually assigned these responsibilities in the early days? That was the Nur of Imam Ali alayhi salam and the Prophet. And this is a really important question, an important point that we need to understand. That when Allah created the Nur of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and it was split, and then the 14 Masumeen were created. Then after that, angels were created. Allah could, when any one of us is born, do we come into this world and say, Assalamu alaikum, my name is Farhan? No. There is always someone who gives the instruction that your name is Farhan. Your parents. Similarly, when these angels came into being, they didn't know if they were going to be Jibrail or Mikael or Israfil. And what were they supposed to do? It was this Nur of Muhammad Ali Muhammad which gave them guidance of what they have to do. And that is the responsibility. What they do is because of the orders from Ahlul Bayt al-Islam. And that's what Imam Ali alayhi salam is saying, that he is the one who gave these orders and all of these things came into being. I am fully aware of the instant and place of creation of each and everything, the fears which pass through the minds, the fears of intermittent eyes, and all that which are hidden in the hearts. I am the salat, the zakat, the hajj and jihad of a true believer. I am the one. And this does not mean, again, this does not mean that you have, if you claim that you have wilayah of Imam Ali alayhi salam, you do not have to do prayer, you do not have to fast, you do not have to do hajj, you do not have to do jihad, you do not have to do khums, you do not have to give khums and zakat. No, that doesn't mean that. But a person who does all of these things without the wilayah of Amir al-Mu'mineen alayhi salam, none of that is accepted.